From mind-bending realities to psychological nightmares, these Netflix sci-fi thrillers don't just tell stories, they break your brain. Every film hides a twist that flips everything you thought you understood, and by the time the truth hits, it's already too late to go back.
Stop talking. Stop, please stop. Was that an alien?
Bodies are miles apart. How's that work?
Suspect heading west across Liberty.
At number 20, In the Shadow of the Moon.
You guys gotta see this. Philly PD. You seen this woman?
You have to stop chasing me. I'm doing all this for a reason.
We're all going forward, but her.
A police officer becomes obsessed with a series of mysterious murders that occur every 9 years, each linked to a strange woman who appears at every crime scene. As he follows her across decades, the case begins to blur the line between science, time, and obsession. What starts as a standard investigation slowly turns into something far more complex and impossible to explain.
She's going backward.
What is going on?
It's okay. It's okay. We're okay. We're okay. That's Dad. Okay. That's Dad. Where? Mom.
At number 19, A Quiet Place, Part 2. After the deadly events at home, the Abbott family is forced to leave everything behind and step into a world where silence is the only way to survive. They discover that the creatures that hunt by sound are not the only danger outside, as other survivors reveal their own desperate methods of survival. As they split up on dangerous journeys, each member faces life or death situations in a world that has completely collapsed.
The people that are left are not the kind of people worth saving.
Everybody's gone.
Look, honey, this summer is gonna be great.
I don't think we should wander this far. Maybe we should head back.
Follow me.
At number 18, Rim of the World.
We gotta get to the city.
Do not move. We're at war. You're not safe here.
It's a NASA facility 70 miles away from here.
How are we supposed to go 70 miles?
1973 Ford Mustang Mach 1.
A group of misfit teenagers attending a summer camp suddenly find themselves in the middle of an alien invasion. With chaos spreading across the world, they are forced to work together to survive and complete a dangerous mission that could stop the threat. As they navigate collapsing cities and hostile forces, their survival depends on teamwork and quick decisions.
May I propose a toast? Oh, crap. This is from 1969. Could at least get some fresh wine if this is going to be my first time, right?
Commencing circular rotation maneuver.
Good morning, Artie.
I'm pleased to report that all systems are nominal on the Mars lander craft.
Let's see if we could find out what happened.
At number 17, 2036 Origin Unknown.
I have an origin unknown.
What are we looking at?
How can that be real?
Unidentified satellite detected. Firing.
Please tell me I'm hallucinating.
Sorry, Mackenzie. I'm mission controller.
After a failed Mars mission, a mission controller working with an AI system discovers a mysterious object buried beneath the planet's surface. As the AI begins to evolve beyond its programming, it starts influencing decisions in ways that raise serious concerns. The discovery suggests humanity may not be alone, and that something has been watching for far longer than expected.
It's everything we were warned about.
With most people living their lives through their surrogate selves, our world has become a safer place. Take a seat in your STEM chair.
We are confronted with an unprecedented situation. 2 people have died while connected to their surrogates. I think we may actually have a homicide here.
At number 16, surrogates.
What do you want from me?
My wife.
I am your wife.
No, you're not.
In a future where humans live their lives through perfect robotic replacements, society becomes safer but emotionally detached. A detective investigates the murder of a surrogate operator, an act that seems impossible in this controlled world. As he digs deeper, he discovers a growing resistance movement against the system. The case pulls him into questions about identity, reality, and what it truly means to be human.
Surreys have been blown to bits without the least bit of harm to their operators. If it were possible, it would defeat the entire purpose of surrogacy.
Amy!
Don't go in there!
Doctor, this is Lee Weathers from corporate.
I'm just looking for some information about Morgan.
At number 15, Morgan.
She had a tantrum. There was joy in her heart.
You think they treat you like a friend? I mean, you think it's normal for friends to lock each other in cages? What would you do if I recommended that you should not be allowed to leave this room?
A corporate specialist is sent to evaluate a secret lab experiment involving a genetically engineered human. At first, she seems controlled and advanced, but her emotions begin to grow unstable. The situation turns into a tense debate about science, ethics, and control. As things escalate, it becomes clear the creation is no longer predictable, and soon the experiment turns into a deadly situation no one can fully contain.
What you don't understand is
10.
Morgan is still evolving.
9.
The people in this house are in danger.
8.
That's ether. It's a spaceship.
At number 14, The Midnight Sky.
We get there, they'll hear us.
Is anyone receiving this?
It's gonna take a walk outside. We have to get to that antenna.
In a post-apocalyptic world, a lonely scientist at an Arctic base tries to warn a returning space crew not to come back to Earth. As he fights illness and isolation, he realizes survival on the planet may no longer be possible. In space, the astronauts slowly uncover the truth about what has happened below. Communication between them becomes their only hope. And as both stories connect, a devastating truth about humanity is revealed.
Take a deep breath. There is an antenna stronger than ours.
Comms is still up.
Hi, I'm currently dying, and I would like to schedule a consultation.
Hi there.
I'm sure you're familiar with the process, but life has thrown you a curveball. You're not dying anymore.
At number 13, Duel.
I may be a size smaller than you. I'm going to kill her.
A properly trained human body is a weapon.
I find guns to be boring and overused.
If it's the difference between life and death, it's okay to be boring.
After being diagnosed with a terminal illness, a woman creates a clone to replace her. But when she unexpectedly recovers, both versions are forced to compete for the right to exist. What follows is a tense battle for identity, as the line between original and copy begins to blur. As they prepare for a final confrontation, the situation turns more psychological than physical. And in the end, the question of who is truly real takes a dark turn.
What are my chances?
0. Nothing is ever absolutely certain, though this most certainly is.
I love you. I love you too, Murray.
About your mom.
Thanks, Mike.
Where the fuck you going, bitch?
Should I go to Italy?
What?
At number 12, Spring.
I don't know how much longer I'm gonna stay here.
A young man travels to Italy after a personal tragedy and meets a mysterious woman. As their relationship grows, her strange behavior hints she is hiding something unnatural. The story slowly shifts from romance into something darker and more mysterious. Each encounter reveals more about her hidden nature, and as the truth approaches, their bond is tested by something far beyond human understanding.
How have you been feeling? Have you been sleeping any better?
Oh, rough.
Then again, I never slept well before this condition.
At number 11, Bird Box.
People describe seeing an entity that takes on the form of your worst fears.
Oh my God. What are you looking at? What did you see? What is wrong with you? Please stop it!
Your kids, they deserve hope.
Every single decision I have made has been for them.
A mysterious force wipes out most of humanity the moment it's seen, forcing survivors to stay blindfolded at all times. A woman leads 2 children down a dangerous river toward a rumored safe place. Every sound and movement becomes a risk in a world where sight means death. Along the way, they face both nature and hostile survivors. And as they get closer to safety, survival reveals a darker truth about fear and control.
The creatures. I love you, Daddy.
I love you, sweetheart. You're a brave girl.
So, what's the story, young lady?
I nearly had you, didn't I?
Since you're traveling, I'd like to do a CAT scan.
At number 10, Fractured.
Any footage?
Don't record in the treatment areas.
Under the camera can't see them because of the chairs. You get a better angle.
After a family stop at a remote hospital, a man's daughter and wife suddenly disappear inside the emergency system, and no one seems to believe they were ever there. As he pushes harder to find them, every record, witness, and detail about the visit starts to contradict his memory. Isolated and increasingly desperate, he becomes convinced something sinister is happening inside the hospital.
Oh, my little girl. You treated her on.
All I've got to go on is your word that they were here at all.
I think I'm making them up.
Many highly qualified candidates have tried to reach this point and failed. You have succeeded. And now the final stage lies before you.
At number 9, Exam.
It's what you didn't say. You didn't say.
We can't speak to each other. It's not about the answer, it's about the question.
8 candidates are locked in a sealed room for a final job test, but the task is unclear from the start. As tension rises, they slowly realize the exam is not as simple as it seems. Pressure builds, trust breaks, and desperation takes over. Every decision exposes their true nature under extreme stress. As the clock nears 0, the real purpose of the test is revealed to be far darker than anyone expected.
We have to work together, we have to cooperate.
Why should I help you to beat me? Perhaps we're not meant to cooperate at all.
Last night when I was chasing her, that's where it starts. At this moment, I'm seeing a train at the platform. A train that isn't there.
At number 8, Anon.
Most of all, she erases herself. And now our clients are getting erased.
This level of anonymizing.
Neither are you.
We can't believe our eyes. The system doesn't work.
In a future where every moment is recorded in people's vision, a detective investigates a series of murders that seem impossible to hide. A mysterious woman appears to have no digital identity at all, making her completely untraceable. As he digs deeper, he gets pulled into a web of altered memories and hidden truths. Nothing in this world can be trusted, not even what people think they saw.
All clear. Please proceed.
To our new house! Woo!
Well, I told you that house you guys are renting had bad energy.
This is a fake.
What?
Come check this out.
What are you doing? No, wait.
At number 7, Parallel.
This is the biggest unfair advantage in human history. Just steal other people's ideas. I found it in an alt this morning.
Just because this is tragic doesn't mean we stop thinking.
He's not himself. He's breaking the rules.
We gotta do something about it.
A group of friends discovers a mysterious mirror in a house that leads to a parallel dimension where time moves differently. At first, they use it to gain advantages in their real lives, exploiting the system for success and control. But as they continue crossing over, the consequences begin to spiral out of control. Their choices in one reality start affecting the other in dangerous and unexpected ways.
We crossed the line.
Sam. My precious Sam.
Hey, Sam. Stay where we can see you.
Becoming parents gave Claire and I a greater sense of purpose.
Dad, I'm scared.
I'm going crazy.
At number 6, the Mandela Effect.
Been hard to reach lately.
I just started noticing some things. And
Like what kind of things?
We're living in parallel universes.
can you picture the Monopoly Man?
Yeah.
Like a simulation, and it's glitching out.
Do you hear yourself right now?
Maybe it's in my head, Claire, but what if it's not?
A man becomes obsessed with strange inconsistencies in reality after noticing details that don't match his memory. As he investigates, he finds others experiencing the same shifts in facts and events. Curiosity quickly turns into paranoia as he questions what is real. The deeper he goes, the more unstable everything feels around him. Eventually, he's forced to face the possibility that reality itself may not be fixed.
There's something you're gonna need to understand. Ideas are dangerous things.
Je suis forcément malade.
Aucune maladie ou anormalité détectée.
At number 5, oxygen.
Milo, est-ce que tu peux faire une recherche ADN?
A woman wakes up inside a sealed cryogenic pod with no memory of who she is or how she got there. Oxygen is running out fast, and the system keeping her alive starts to fail. With only an AI voice guiding her, she slowly rebuilds fragments of her identity and situation. Each clue leads to more disturbing questions about her past. As time runs out, the truth behind her confinement becomes more shocking than the fight to survive.
Interruption. Niveau d'oxygène approchant du seuil critique.
Why did it take you 6 months to address us? Where have you been?
It seems to me that I invited you here.
At number 4, the discovery.
How can you keep a discovery so vital to our existence a secret?
You proved the existence of an afterlife.
In a world where an afterlife has been scientifically proven, suicide rates skyrocket as people try to reset their existence. The son of the scientist behind the discovery returns home and becomes involved with a mysterious woman carrying deep emotional scars. Together, they begin uncovering unsettling questions about life, death, and what lies beyond reality.
I prefer to call it a new plane of existence.
It was always just my mom and me. To have a family, that's what I really want.
No way. I got a cousin. I would love to, but I...
Come on, everyone is dying to meet you.
Wow, it's incredible.
I believe this is one of our important guests.
At number 3, the invitation.
You and Walter seem to be getting awfully close, Evie. I'm curious, though. What has he told you about us? Ow!
As you all know, there has been someone missing from this table. But that once broken bond will be renewed tonight.
A man attends a dinner at his ex-wife's house, reuniting with old friends after years apart. What starts as a quiet evening slowly feels off. Forced smiles, strange rules, and an unsettling atmosphere. As the night continues, he begins to suspect something hidden behind the gathering. Tension rises as paranoia grows, and he becomes convinced the situation is far more dangerous than it appears.
Help me, please!
Here, dear. Hello, Mr. Harker here. There's a young lady who seems quite distressed.
Una vez al día bajará a una plataforma con comida. Tendremos unos minutos para comer el plato que hemos elegido. Si no se respeta la ley, la gente muere. ¿Me entiendes?
At number 2, The Platform 2.
¡No se interpreta! ¡Se cumple!
Aunque tengan que rodar cabezas.
Necesito escapar.
Somos prisioneros de nosotros mismos.
A brutal vertical prison forces inmates to survive by relying on a moving food system that descends level by level. Those at the top feast, while those below are left with scraps, or nothing at all. As new prisoners enter, the struggle becomes even more ruthless, exposing how quickly humans change under pressure. Attempts at fairness collapse into chaos, and survival turns into a psychological battle.
Y de eso no hay fuga posible.
Give you a briefing about the institution? All I know is it's a mental hospital. Doctor, so this female prisoner, Rachel Solando, escaped sometime in the last 24 hours.
At number 1, Shutter Island.
A lot of people know about this place, but no one will talk, you know? It's like they're scared of something.
You haven't taken any pills, have you?
I've built something valuable here.
Don't you get it? You're a rat in a maze.
A U.S. Marshal is sent to a remote mental hospital to investigate a missing patient. But the deeper he searches, the more reality starts to break down around him. Strange clues, disturbing visions, and hidden truths begin to blur what's real and what's not. As the storm closes in, he's forced to confront a truth far more shocking than the case itself, leading to one of the most unforgettable final twists in thriller history.
Valuable things have a way of being misunderstood.
Who knows about this?
Everyone.
The nurses, the orderlies? They couldn't possibly know.
Everyone.